Okay, so what I'm going to do today is show you how to use Google My Maps. Um, Google My Maps isn't Google Maps. It's not the same thing. You can't use this icon button here because it'll get you to the wrong place. In fact, I haven't found that button. So what I usually do is I just Google My Maps, Google it, first link, and it should bring you to a page. Voila, this is the page. And here we've got all the maps that I've made in class already with my students, but we're going to create a new map. Actually, let's not create a new map. I'm going to use an old map and show you how to use it. So I'm going to use volcanoes around the world. So this is a map I created with my Year 9 class last year. And we can already see some of the entries that my students have made. Okay, so first of all, if we look at Google My Maps, we can already see some of its features that are similar to Google Maps. You can zoom in and you can zoom out like so. You also have a search button and you have other functions like a marker button, draw a line, can add directions and even measure, but I'm not going to go through those functions today. I'm going to go through adding locations around the world. Okay, so the way that Google My Maps works is that you've got layers, okay? So it's like onions or like ogres. What I'm doing here is not trying to cause epileptic fits, but switching on and off a layer. So a layer is like an invisible map. Okay, it's not invisible, that's a bad word. Okay, it's a transparent piece of paper and it's got all these dots on it and then you just take it away. So I put it on the map and then I take it away. Okay, so my Year 9 class have categorized this layer and it's called stratovolcanoes. So they had to find a stratovolcano, find it on the map and then add a marker and then put it on this layer. I also have shield volcanoes, calderas, submarine, complex volcanoes, dome, and these are plate boundaries. Okay, so we can turn it off. In fact, the great thing about Google Maps is we didn't create this. I found it online and I imported it myself. So you can import layers of maps on the internet. Okay, so how do I add a volcano to my map? So if I look up, let's do stratovolcanoes, and I'm going to map Nara, I don't even know how to spell it. Okay, volcano I can spell, Tongariro. Here we go. Okay, so I put in the search button Tongariro. There are other ways you can do it. You can put in the latitude and longitude, but this is definitely the best way. And what I had with my Year 9's class, I had set up a sheet. They actually had to fill out on the sheet what volcano they were looking for, and no one else could do that volcano. So the way I add it to the map is I just press this button here, add to map. And what comes up is this, ooh, hello, is this icon here. It has some information, it has a website, it has the rating from Google Maps. So it's using information from Google Maps, the postal address. But what I got my students to do was they actually had to write a description of the volcano. So features red crater and is a complex this is really bad English. Okay, it's a complex volcano in which one of the vents is Mount Doom. And then you can find a photo. You can add a photo. You just press the photo button, Google image search. You can upload them if you want. And then I type in Tongariro or even Mount Doom, but I'm not going to do that. It's so pretty. Okay, I got to pick. Oh, I'll just pick the first one. Okay. Okay, save. Okay, so on the button here, you can also change the style of the icon. Because it's a complex volcano, I have to move it to the correct layer, and I can do that by just, well, no, you can't actually drag it. Okay, so I've made a mistake there. Oh no, you can drag it. There we go. Okay, so you actually can drag it into the right layer. So I've now selected the right layer. And you can see here that all the icons in complex volcanoes are yellow. So I press this style button, I select yellow, and here you can find there's a volcano button. So we've done that. Okay, so I can edit it, and that's as simple as what I'm going to do today. There's also latitude and longitude, which is a nice geographical feature. Okay, so this is Mount Druitt. Well done, boys. Great volcano. Okay, so we can zoom out, and this is particularly useful for looking at trends in science and in geography as well. But you can use it for other tools. Like you could use it for measuring distances. So if I wanted to know the distance between, I don't know, what's this volcano? Okay, these two volcanoes. Okay, I can just get this ruler here and I can measure it. Okay, it's 2,683 kilometers. If I want to know the area of Australia, I can also, okay, I'm going to do it roughly. Oh, no, it's not the area, the perimeter. My apologies to all those mathematicians. So I can measure it. Okay, it's about 12,000 kilometers. Okay, so this isn't just a maths, geography, or science. You can also use it for all the other subjects. Like you could map, if you're doing food tech, you can map restaurants, and the kids can actually put ratings in when they edit it. You can also import. You can get the kids. Another way you can do it is you can get the kids to fill out a Google form and you can upload it. So this is one I did with my Year 10 class. And I can actually open the data table and I can see that some mistakes were made. Okay, so these kids clearly don't know the difference between latitude and longitude, and I could give them some feedback on that. So you need to have some, when you're doing the Google forms, you need to have some sort of address, something to locate what you're marking, and then you can do things like ratings, and they can type it in, etc., etc. They're just some ideas. What you can do is once that's done, you can actually publish it, and people can come in and they can search for your data. Press this button here, preview, once it loads. Woohoo! This is how it would look if I actually shared it. Okay, so I can actually do a search. I'm going to look for Mount Druitt. Oh, Druitt. It's not coming up. Oh, it's coming up. Okay. And here's all the information the kids have uploaded for Mount Druitt. It's not very detailed. If I go Tongariro, okay, this is all the information for Tongariro that's come up. Okay, so you're essentially getting them to create their own map. So hopefully this will be useful for you. You can find ways to use it in the classroom. While they're loading, I didn't mention before, while they're loading all the information, you can have it up on your screen and they can actually see that map developing. And I think it's something nice for the kids to see that collaboration. All right, happy mind mapping. Woo!